right, you guys. Once again, this is another episode of JCJ. Thank you guys for tuning in. And we are heading and walking toward a beautiful, beautiful villa in Victoria Sands. This is JCJ, and let's get started with another episode. So, as you guys can see, this is pretty much the villa, how it looks from the outside. Very beautiful. I would say so. Everything you have to offer, and it's in Homa Bay near Kisumu. And as you guys know, I'm a fake lure, so let's go inside, or an adopted lure. How about that? All right, so the presentation is not too bad. And here we go. Let's take a look. So as we enter in, we can take a look at the bed. As you guys can see, I didn't make up the bed. This makes it more natural. This is kind of what's inside. It's not too much here. Beautiful scenery. You can take a look, see if any other animals show up. Just enjoy life at its best. And here we have the bathroom. So that is a short tour of an average room in Victoria Sands. There is more of this place to show. This is the average room, which goes about between $80 to $100. So you're talking about between 7 to 10K Kenyan shillings. And right now we are in Homa Bay, Kenya, by the beach. Let's take a look outside, you guys, so you can take a quick look. You can see the beach. Actually, it's the lake as well. I believe Lake Victoria. So there we go. An overview of what it's all about. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And yeah, advocate coming out here sometime. Victoria. There we go, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the quick tour. And you take some time to enjoy this place and come here yourself. JCJ signing out. So once again, thank you guys for joining for another episode of JCJ. Let's take a look a little bit at Ciala Resort. As you can see, I'm nice and settled in. We're going places from Victoria Sands to Ciala Resort. Let's take a look. So this is just an idea of how the restroom looks. Here we go. For you guys to get a good idea. If I had to pick between the two, I would definitely choose Ciala Resort all day. but the beach of Victoria Sands is much, much better. So let's take a look. Have a good idea of this luxury hotel. All right, you guys, let's go inside and see what it has to offer. So this is like a 3.5, well, 3-star hotel, I would say, here in Kenya. In Kisumu, though, it's definitely one of the best hotels. I'm gonna show you guys my favorite part. Of course, an air conditioner, a decent light, and a nice big bed all for myself. All right, let's go outside, you guys. Probably the best view. Yeah, not too shabby. Let's take a look. True relaxation. True relaxation. Okay. There we go. Let's get a better look at those mountains. So this is just an overview. If you have any interest, Cielo Resort. This is JCJ. Just showing you an overview for sure. How you guys doing? This is JCJ. Thank you so much to my channel for joining. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about foreigner men coming to East Africa and dating. And I'm going to talk about some of the positives and the negatives within that. Some of the positives within that include meeting someone from a different culture who you may end up falling in love with and being able to build a family. Some of the negatives include a woman taking advantage of you and using you up, and you may not have anything to show from it. So it's really important when you're dating someone in East Africa to kind of get to know them. They are rich girls as well too, so don't think that you're the only one that's bringing, because you may have the dollar or the pound, bringing money to them and so forth. So you don't want to look at it from that angle, but you always do want to be able to protect yourself and think about different things regarding the person that you're involving yourself with. So what do I mean by that? A big part of it is when you're dating online, I don't believe in giving money to someone you've never met. You know, I think it's important to build, establish a relationship, a rapport with the person before you start involving money in the situation. Because if it is a money situation and you never met that person before, then I guarantee you 95% of the time, that's all it is. You're just basically the sugar daddy or the sponsor. And so you want to be careful of who you interact with on that type of level. If you're dating online, dating tips in East Africa definitely include getting to know the person within a 3 to 6 month period before you start being involved with them on a serious note, and getting to see where their head is at, what they're all about. Let that go a little bit. Getting to see what their head is all about, where they're coming from, and what do they have to offer, what are you bringing to the table, and will it be a good fit together. So some tips for dating in East Africa. I would definitely say taking 3 to 6 months getting to know the person, meeting the person before you give or send any money. I definitely would suggest number 3, coming here, right? Not just dating someone from afar for a year and then saying that you're dating them, but you never even met them in person and so forth. So coming in person, meeting that person, So if you're a foreigner coming to East Africa, you definitely want to be able to meet the person to see if it's genuine. Sometimes you never really know someone until you actually meet them. You feel out their energies, and then you get to know them better on a better scale rather than just talking to them on the phone or talking to them on WhatsApp. Now let's talk about number 4, dating tips in East Africa for foreigners. Number 4, I would definitely say is try to meet someone who's open-minded and is willing to accept you for you. I don't believe in even if you're a foreigner coming to visit or live, changing who you are as a person just to assimilate and fit in. I do believe that at the end of the day, you're also always going to be culturally different and have different values compared to that person. But it's a matter of coming together and seeing if you can mesh and if you can coexist and you accept them for who they are with their values and they accept you for who you are with your values as well too. So I do not believe in changing. You do not have to change who you are just because you're a foreigner coming to East Africa. You can appreciate everything here, respect the cultural norms, respect the culture, and respect people for who they are within their values, but also you do not have to change who you are as a person. And if you do, then you're being fake and it won't work out anyway. Number 5 for tips for dating in East Africa, and this is to the foreigners out there, for tips for dating in East Africa, I would definitely say do your research. You don't want to come here to East Africa, whatever country you decide to choose in East Africa, and you're dating someone from here, and you don't know anything about their culture. In fact, I think knowing things about their culture will make it a better situation for you as well. Because if you get to know a few words of the language that they speak, get to know a few words of the cultural norms of their culture within their tribal lineage and things of that nature, you can better speak to the person and also know what to expect most likely from the person that you're dealing with. So that's another tip for dating in East Africa. Another tip that I would also say is be patient. Now, what do I mean by be patient? A lot of people, when they do online dating, they rush into things, and then after 2 weeks of getting to know the person, they're in a relationship. I think that's, to quote the great Harry Potter, I'm being facetious, but to quote the great Harry Potter, I'll say that's hogwash. Because if you get into a situation, if you get into a situation and you just rush into it and so forth, you really know the person and you never even met them too and so forth, most of the time it's not real. In fact, 95% of the time, it's not a real relationship. It's a sponsored relationship. It's a sugar daddy relationship. She's a slay queen. That's what they call the gold diggers out here. It's a situation of where it's not even a legit situation if you're rushing into it and you don't take the time to explore and get to know the person, to become friends first, to kind of talk to them a bit before you deal with them and so forth. So jumping in the situation just after getting to know them after 2 weeks, I'm not sure if that's the best option. But you know, after a few months of getting to know someone, you get to kind of get a better idea of who they are, and you can go from there. And so being patient is important, not jumping into a situation where it can work against you, and then you start to regret the situation that you made.